One of the trickier parts about doing this on the fly is determining for each individual shot, especially your first shot, should this be a volley or should this be a half volley? Should I let it bounce or should I take it out of the air? Especially when you have a pretty solid opponent who's good at getting it low to your feet. And that's part of the battle, the kind of push and shove, the give and take that goes in along with this strategy is you can fully expect to get shots down at your feet against a good opponent. The question is, are you going to have the skills necessary to respond to that and be able to do it calmly and still come out on top? If you don't have those skills, and you'll end up just staying back and you totally give up on the strategy altogether, and that's not what we want you to have to do. So the answer to that question, which one, lays in balance. How is your balance? So for example, if Ira hits me a shot that I take as a volley, but in order to do so, I have to sacrifice my balance leaning forwards, then it was the wrong decision. I should have let it bounce. Now, I'm making contact a little bit further back, and again, we're sacrificing closeness for control and balance. I would rather that you hit a half volley from here, picking it up off the bounce, than hitting a volley from here, from this position. Now, it probably looks obvious when I demonstrate it in that way, but there are so many coaches out there that just dogmatically harp on, take it out of the air, take it out of the air, don't let it bounce. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's completely situational. If you take it out of the air but sacrifice your balance, then in my opinion, it was the wrong decision. It should not have been done that way. Now, on the flip side of the coin, if you let it bounce, and in order to let it bounce, we've all hit these kind of shots, in order to let it bounce, you have to be off balance back the other way, then it should have been a volley. So, Ira, we're just going to do a couple demonstration here. I'm sure I'll do some great. I'll probably do a couple where maybe it was a little questionable. I've told Ira to just feed for the depth of my feet. And we'll just kind of see retroactively, after the fact, how I did. All right, ready? Ugh. So that would be a great example of a ball that I should not have half volleyed. I wish I would have made it so I could have said, I made it, but is this the position that we want to be hitting from? No, absolutely not. It's not a controlled, balanced position. So I should have instead taken a step forwards and volleyed. This is the kind of thing where a lot of times you just don't know until the moment has passed. Your job is to build up a little library of experiences in your mind, learn from them, and then get better about judging the incoming ball. All right, let's do a few more. So good balance there. To volley, I would have definitely had to have been out of balance reaching forwards. Ooh, that was a tricky one. That was kind of in between. My balance was not great. Maybe should have been a volley instead. Definitely volley there. Half volley, I would have been way back. That's the wrong one. Definitely half volley. I missed it, but my balance was good. I mean, quite honestly, I'm kind of coming back and starting to play a little more myself. This is one of the things that I've kind of lost over time. I haven't played much in quite a while, and this is one of those things where it takes very, very good judgment, very good discernment of exactly what's coming in to make the right decision. Definitely volley there. I maybe could have gone either way there, and quite honestly, there's going to be some gray area, and that's totally fine. Your job is to do the best you can on each individual shot. Pretty good, pretty good. Could have been a little better balance. Good balance on that one. So you get the idea. Learn from each shot. Remember what that incoming shot looked like, the adjustment you had to make, and then get better on the shot after it. This is a process, just like improving at any part of your game. It's not something where you get the knowledge and boom, you have a great half volley. This takes a lot of experience, a lot of repetition, doing the right things and focusing on the right things before you'll really be able to master the art of this transition area.